Hey there YouTube lovers, my name is BB8 and today we are going to talk about what if Nintendo were to expand the lifespan of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Even though the next fighter is confirmed to be the last, this is just a what if they were to bring out a Fighters Pass Volume 3. Well, let's get into it, shall we? The first fighter being starting off the pass with a rule breaker is Tails the Fox from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. The only reason I put this character in is because the first Fighters Pass broke one rule, and that's the Spirit rule with Min Min and Pirate and Mithra. So I thought we'd start the pass with another rule-breaking character, being Tails, breaking the rule of Mii costumes. Even though we have had a couple of third-party franchises have two reps, kind of like Street Fighter and Final Fantasy, could we see this with Sonic? So the fighter of Tails would include the Emerald Hill Zone stage, some tracks from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and some spirits themed around Sonic the Hedgehog 2. For Challenge Pack 13, so for this one, we are going to take ourselves to another viral game, not Fortnite. Because Fortnite, as a game, it's not really a good game anymore, by the looks of things. So, even though they are using skins from movies and celebrities, we're going to a viral game with original characters. I am talking about Overwatch. I know Overwatch is a bit random to represent in Smash, but since Overwatch 2 is in the works, if Fighters Pass 3 did happen, we could have had a character from Overwatch, with a Min Min type situation with repping the character. Similar to how Min Min was represented, like we had, I thought myself the arms rep was going to be Springman, and people would probably think if Overwatch were to be represented, they get Tracer, but by the looks of things, I think Overwatch would have an arms type situation with repping the series. And who do I think would get in? Answer: D.VA and MEKA. Why these two, to be exact, is because it gives us a rep from a viral game, and it gives us a rep that's a dual character. Similar to the two Fighters Passes, we've had Banjo and Kazooie, as well as Pirate and Mithra. So with D.VA and MEKA being the dual character of the pass, well, technically D.VA having two movesets, one being the mech, one being the pilot, I would guarantee, with her being the most popular Overwatch character according to charts, that she would get chosen as Overwatch rep if the last fighter was from Overwatch. The contents of our challenger pack would be D.VA and MEKA the fighter, either being Busan, South Korea, or a variety of Overwatch maps, being like a transition style stage similar to Fire Emblem Three Houses, and we could have music tracks like around the same amount as Fatal Fury or Tekken. with Overwatch probably breaking the record on how many spirits are included in a challenger pack, with 1 spirit per Overwatch hero. Well, except for D.Va herself, which would include a fighter spirit. The rest of the Overwatch heroes would literally just be spirits or making cameos on the stage. This one is another fighting game rep, similar to how we've had Terry in Fighters Pass 1 and Kazuya in Fighters Pass 2. And pretty much all the iconic arcade style fighting games are represented in the game, except for Mortal Kombat, but Mortal Kombat is banned in Japan. So, of course, I couldn't include that in the game, so what did I do? I included a fighter from a pre-existing fighting game franchise in Smash, like for Street Fighter, I have included Chun-Li, because I know if the final fighter were to be a Street Fighter character, Chun-Li is obviously my guess, but I would doubt it's a Street Fighter character because we just had Kazuya. So, the contents of a challenger pack would be Chun-Li, Typing Road, Chun-Li's home stage from Street Fighter 2, some music tracks from Street Fighter 2 that are not included in Smash, and some more Street Fighter spirits that are not included in Smash. I'm trying not to get my hopes up here, but with another rule-breaking character, being Geno from Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. Kinda like how we've had mentioned Tails being a rule-breaking fighter earlier in the video, this one also breaks a rule of Mii fighter costumes being fighters in Smash. Being the fan favourite of Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars, I heard a lot of people got disappointed when Geno was revealed as a Mii costume. And within the pass, I knew I had to include at least one character from Square Enix. Kinda like Hero in Fighters Pass 1 and Sephiroth in Fighters Pass 2. So, and with Geno being the pick from Square Enix for Fighters Pass 3 and a rule-breaking character, it would be safe to say it would bring a dead character back into the spotlight with his challenger pack including Geno, Forest Maze, a couple of music tracks from Super Mario RPG, and some Super Mario RPG spirits. But don't forget, this character is a Mario character owned by Square Enix. I am trying not to get my hopes up for this character. This one is probably gonna get a lot of people disappointed, but I wouldn't mind this character in the game, but Rillaboom from Pokémon Sword and Pokémon Shield. With Generation 8 being the latest generation in the Pokémon series, we could have got this fighter in before Generation 9 came out, just so Generation 8 isn't missed out of a Smash rep. Only because we've had Incineroar and Greninja from the previous two generations. With Rillaboom from Generation 8, we've had the starter types all being represented as solo fighters, not counting Pokemon Trainer. So, the contents include Rillaboom, the Hammerlock Stadium stage, some Pokemon Sword and Shield music tracks, some Pokeball Pokemon as a bonus, and some Pokemon Sword and Shield spirits, around the same amount as Overwatch spirits that I mentioned earlier. With another rule-breaking character being Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot only being a rule breaker because having the same company represented twice in the same pass, with being D.VA and MEKA from Overwatch and Crash Bandicoot from the Crash Bandicoot franchise. I know this character, being the second to last in this pass, being one of the most iconic video game characters of all time, I knew that Crash Bandicoot had to be one of the last. And even if it isn't Crash, there's always that other character, which I'm going to bring up shortly. And his contents would include Crash Bandicoot, Insanity Island, some music tracks throughout the Crash Bandicoot series, and some Crash Bandicoot spirits, mixing from Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex, Crash Bandicoot Warped, and Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. And the last fighter being from the most iconic first-person shooting games of all time, being Master Chief from Halo. I knew the final fighter could have not been Doomslayer, due to the reason that Doom might have to be centered in Smash if it was included. Master Chief being one of the most iconic first-person shooting characters, and technically Microsoft's mascot. So with ending Fighters Pass 3 on 2 iconic characters being Crash and Master Chief, his contents include Master Chief, the stage being Halo, his music tracks being a combination throughout a variety of Halo games, and some spirits from the Halo franchise. Was it just me, or did something just happen? Oh, right. The bonus fighter being the final boss of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, Tabuu. But even though Tabuu would have made more sense than either Crash or Master Chief to be the final fighter in the game, Tabuu would have been a bonus fighter, being unlocked if you have all the characters, including DLC. So if you have Joker, Hero, Banjo and Kazooie, Terry, Byleth, Min, Steve, Sephiroth, Pyra and Mithra, Kazuya, Challenger Pack 11, which I'm guessing Rayman, Tails, D.VA and MEKA, Chun-Li, Geno, Rillaboom, Crash, and Master Chief. If you had all of those, Tabuu would be unlocked. Only including the fighter, like no stage or music tracks or anything like that. Just the fighter, similar to Piranha Plant. So with these fighters wrapping up the pass, if Fighters Pass Volume 3 were to happen, this would be my lineup for it. And even if they end Fighters Pass 2, or end up bringing out Gold and Ultimate Editions to close it, with pretty much a whole bunch of DLC content included. I wouldn't mind myself if they brought out a fighters bundle including every single fighter between all 3 passes, including Piranha Plant and Tabuu. Like, even though Fighters Pass 3 isn't going to happen according to Sakurai, they could still be hiding something. Only time will tell. So guys, that was the end of building Fighters Pass Volume 3. And who would you like to see in Super Smash Bros. 6? I would like to see your opinion in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and turn notifications on so you don't miss another video like this one. I will be bringing out a new Foes Appeared Ryu Hayabusa out very soon, so stay tuned for that. That's it for Fighters Pass 3. BB8 out.